I was with an integrated agency prior to starting Ignite, and we did web, and we did PR, and we did advertising, a little bit of everything. And no agency is good at all those things. You talk about the big holding company agencies that do everything, and ask people who work there, particularly after they leave, were you guys good at all these things? Never do they say yes. They say we were really good at this one thing, and we got by on these other things. So there is a benefit to using a single agency to do everything, and that's sort of administrative ease. I only got to talk to one agency. I can talk to one account manager. I can have fewer meetings, and I get that. And there's people who make that choice. But yeah, I'm reminded of the 90s when digital really got going, and people were building websites, and companies like Razorfish were being formed with 20 or 30 employees, and people were saying, well, that's cute that they're going to build websites, but as soon as the ad agencies learn HTML, those guys are going to go away. Well, as it turns out, digital turned out to be a completely different discipline than traditional advertising, and so Razorfish has 3,000 employees in 20 countries or whatever, and everyone sort of recognizes digital as a different discipline. Today, the reason I set up a new agency is because I felt like social was a different discipline. It's part advertising, it's part PR, it's part creative, it's part tech, it's part SEO, it's part analytics. And the agencies that were built to build websites aren't built to do what we do. They aren't built for ongoing community management. They aren't built for keeping up with all these social promotions and platforms and their API changes and all those kind of things. They aren't built to grab analytics from 12 different sources and figure out what they mean. And that's getting harder to do, not easier to do. So, there will be, lots of people who say, I want one person to build my website, to do my ads, to do my experiential, to do my PR, and that's fine. But really, I think, we won't build a website other than, to hold a social promotion. We won't build a big old e-commerce website because we're not good at it. And what happens a lot is a lot of our clients first go to a big digital agency or a big ad agency, and they give it to them for a year and nothing happens because they're not built for it. So I believe, and I think it's been proven out with our growth, that specialization in a very different field is going to have its customers. Agencies need to work together in this sort of environment. We're a specialty agency. We're the social media guys, so we're never setting the brand direction. We're never setting the big TV ad campaign, and it's important from an end user standpoint that it seems like one company, and so it can't seem like the social media agency was over here and it looked like a funny brand, and the TV ads are over here being a serious brand, and that doesn't work. And so we have to work together. So if one of our clients is going to have a Super Bowl ad, what's the essence of it going to be, and how do we support it socially? We've got to talk about that. That's the creative, that's the media buy, that's the digital strategy, that's the social strategy. So in our best relationships, we're talking to those agencies every week, sometimes several times a week, as to what our plans are, and sort of everybody knows their swim lanes. And PR agencies always think about social, ad agencies always think about social, and they should. They wouldn't be doing their job if they just pretended it didn't exist. But at the same time, when it comes to execution, the best clients have it down as to, this kind of category of work falls to you, and this category of work falls to you, and it works well.